Dear students, today we are going to deal with formal emails and informal emails. First of all, what we have to bear in mind when talking about informal or formal emails is who is going to receive our email. For example, if the person who is going to receive our email is a friend or a family member, then we are going to write an informal email. But if the recipients are formal, such as, for example, a hiring manager when you apply for a job, your boss or supervisor, or when you respond to a work inquiry or to a coworker, then this email should be formal. Okay, so which are the elements of a formal and an informal email? Well, the main difference between these two types of emails is that formal writing is straight to the point, less detailed, and informative sentences are written in a passive tone. On the other hand, informal writing uses descriptive words and is written with an active voice. So, let's revise. We are going to use passive voice in formal emails. Okay, for example, Crystal's reservation has been confirmed for Friday. However, if we are going to write an informal email, we should use the active voice. So the same sentence will be, Crystal received a confirmation email saying that her reservation has been confirmed for Friday. Well, when writing formal emails, what we have to avoid is the following: colloquial words, contractions, clichés, abbreviated words, imperative words or sentences, and please be sure that you do this. I've got two important tips to give you. The first one is to keep in mind that once a message is sent, it cannot be taken back. Someone else who may happen to read an email can misinterpret your jokes or sarcasm as something that it is not. Email trails can end up in the most unexpected places, so please be very cautious in terms of just how informal you get. Also, when sending any email, work or business related, basically an email to anyone that is not a friend or a family member, remember to always use proper grammar and spelling, and avoid slangs. A mistake in your email will not only hinder your message from getting across, but it will also fail to make a good impression on the reader, so please be cautious. Well, regarding structure, both emails have the same structure. First of all, we have a greeting, then we have a main body with introduction or reason for writing, for example, or replying, making a request, asking for information, offering help or giving information, complaining, even apologizing, okay? Then we have a final paragraph with attaching files. For example, you can add a sentence letting the other person know that you are sending or attaching a file for them to pay attention to what you are saying or describing in the paragraph. Then you have an ending, and at the end, last but not least, you have a closing formula before your name, of course. Well, let's see together some formal greetings. For example, you can start your email: Dear Sir or Madam, to whom it may concern, Dear Mr. or Mrs. Jones, Dear Dr. Smith, for example. But note that first names are not used. Using Miss or Mrs. to address a woman is not appropriate, as you don't know whether she is married or not, okay? Also, note that salutations are followed by a comma, always, but the exception is to whom it may concern, which I marked in purple for you to pay a look at it. Then we have some informal greetings. We could write, Hi Dennis, hello Claire, dear mom, okay? And these salutations are always followed by a comma. Some formal sentences to give reasons for writing or replying might be, for example, I am writing to make a reservation, or to apply for the position of, to confirm my booking, to ask for further information about, or I am writing with regard to the sale of, to the complaint you made on the date, thank you for your email on the date regarding the sale of blah blah blah, concerning the conference in Brussels. With reference to our telephone conversation on Friday, I would like to let you know that, okay, all of these are reasons for writing or replying, always in a formal context. But pay a look at the contrast. If you pay a look at semi-formal or informal emails, you are going to find sentences like these ones. Just a quick note to invite you to tell you that this is to invite you to join us for. Thanks for your email. It was wonderful, great to hear from you. I wanted to let you know that, or to tell you about, or to ask you if, okay? As you can see, there are clearly and marked differences. Then if you are making a request or asking for information in a formal email, you can use sentences like these ones. For example, could you please let me know if you can attend, or if you are available for a meeting on and the date. I would appreciate it if you could please send me a brochure, if you could please reply within 2 days, or the days you want, okay? Could you possibly arrange a meeting with a logistic manager? I would also like to know if there are any swimming pools in your area. Please let me know how much the tickets cost, etc. In an informal email, you're going to write or to find sentences such as, I was wondering if you could come and see me sometime next week. Would you mind coming early to help me clear up the place? Do you think you could call Jerry for me? Can you call me or get back to me ASAP? That is to say, as soon as possible. Well, some formal examples when offering help or giving information might be, we are happy to let you know that your article has been selected for publication. I am glad to inform you that we will be holding on our annual conference in the city and the date. We regret to inform you that the show has been cancelled due to blah blah. We are willing to arrange another meeting. We will be glad to send you, okay, and you can continue reading some examples. In informal emails, we will find sentences like, I'm sorry, but I can't make it tomorrow. That means I can't come tomorrow. I'm happy to tell you that John and I are getting married that month. Would you like me to come early and help you clear up the place? How about blah blah? Do you need a hand with moving the furniture? As you can see, formal and informal vocabulary are really different. If you want to complain in a formal way, you can write sentences such as, I am writing to express my dissatisfaction with or to complain about. I regret to say that I was not completely satisfied with the room you provided us. We regret to inform you that your payment is considerably overdue. I would like to receive a full refund and compensation for the damages. I am interested to hear how your company can compensate us for the distress we suffered. Okay? The same idea, but in an informal context, you can write, for example, I am sorry to say that you are late with the payments. I hope you won't mind me saying that the place you recommended to us wasn't as nice as we expected, for example. Okay? And then apologizing comes if you need to, of course. In a formal environment, we would like to apologize for any inconvenience caused. Please accept our apologies for the delay. Please let us know what we can do to compensate you for the damages caused. We will make sure that this will not happen again in the future. I am afraid I will not be able to attend the conference, for example. The same idea, but in an informal context, would be, I'm sorry for the trouble I caused. I apologize for the delay. I promise it won't happen again. I'm sorry, but I can't make it to the meeting. When attaching files, this is really important because maybe it might happen to you that in the body of your email, you say that the reader is going to find something in the attached files, and then you forget to attach them. So it is important for you or for them also to receive a sentence where it is clear that you attached something, okay? So in a formal email you can say, for example, I am attaching my CV for your consideration. I am sending you the brochure as an attachment. Please see the statement attached. Please find attached the file you requested. I am afraid I cannot open the file you have sent me. Could you send it again in blah 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 format? In an informal way, you can say, I'm attaching or sending you the holiday photos, for example. Sorry, but I can't open it. Can you send it again in blah blah format? And that will be okay. Endings also vary according to the formal or informal context. So, for example, if you are going to write a formal email, you can close or end the email saying, I look forward to hearing from you soon, or I look forward to meeting you next Tuesday, for example. I look forward to hearing when you are planning to visit our town. I'm looking forward to your reply. I look forward to a successful working relationship in the future. Please advise as necessary. I would appreciate your immediate attention to this matter, okay? But in an informal context, you can write, for example, hope to hear from you soon. I'm looking forward to seeing you, etc. Well, regarding the closing formula, These vary according to the context also, if it is formal or informal. So what you have to bear in mind is that a formal closing formula will need a full name, okay? That means a name and a surname. For example, yours faithfully, when you start with dear sir or madam, yours sincerely, okay? Sincerely yours, sincerely or yours truly, okay? Those are the three last I told you are American, okay? And in an informal email, the closing formula should be plus name or nickname, okay? So no surname needed here. You can write love, thanks, take care, yours, best regards, whatever you want, but your name, only your name or nickname is okay here. As a conclusion, what I can tell you is to please, first, be clear. Use short sentences, simple language, and correct grammar, okay? Second, make it brief. Third, write a strong subject line, okay? Imagine your email sitting in a long list of other emails. You can write a strong headline by using the 4-use approach. The 4 use for the headlines are: first, unique; second, urgent; third, useful; and fourth, ultra specific. That means very specific, okay? Fourth, be polite; and 5, create the right tone, okay? For examples, further explanation and useful language or vocabulary, please take a look at the PDF attached this week. You have a lot of information there to read and to pay attention to. And of course, if there are any questions or whatever you need, please write in this week's forum, okay? Because sometimes you write in the news forum and it is very difficult for me to find your inquiries and to be able to respond on time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and understood everything properly or correctly. And, well, see you as soon as we can.